European leaders this week are to hold a summit that could lead to an anti-American European superstate. Unelected European elites want European nations to hand over what's left of their sovereignty to the European Union.
What you're about to hear will both surprise and outrage you. It's the true story of Europe. It's the story the politicians don't want you to hear, because it shows how they've deceived us. The plan is to create a federal European superstate. This new country called Europe will have one parliament, one government, one court of justice, one currency, one flag, and one anthem. That has been the plan all along. But those who favoured it knew the people of Europe would never accept it. They would never willingly surrender their freedoms to become just a province in a vast European superstate. So what did the politicians do? They conspired to keep the truth from the people.
You don't understand this that's happening right now. You don't understand this that's happening right now. You don't understand this that's happening right now. You don't understand this that's happening right now.
One of the most remarkable things about the European Union is how ignorant people are as to how it came about. The core ideas which have inspired this project go back to the 1920s, and for the men behind it, notably the Frenchman Jean Monnet, their ultimate goal right from the start was to create a United States of Europe. Their aim is to place the people of Europe under a form of government like nothing the world has seen before. To achieve their goal, they came up with two brilliantly clever ideas. The first was that it could never be achieved overnight. It would have to be assembled piece by piece over many years without revealing its ultimate purpose. The other idea was that all the national governments of Europe should be left in place, while being gradually hollowed out from within as they passed under ever greater control by the supranational power.
The only country that has a vote, and they say no, just as only two countries had a vote on the euro, and they both said no. The fact that the Irish have said no means not just this treaty, but the whole European Union project now has no legitimacy whatsoever, and we are demanding a stop to the whole ratification process. The European Union needs to obey its own rules, and well done the Irish.
You don't understand this that's happening right now.
Made up of 27 national processes. 18 member states have already approved the treaty, and the European Commission believes that the remaining ratifications should continue to take their course.
President, nobody else has said it, but I will. Well done the Irish. And yet, before the official result was out, there was Mr Barroso holding a press conference in Brussels, looking as shifty and as dishonest as anybody I've ever seen, saying, despite what the rules of the club are, that the treaty is not dead and we continue. Frankly, it was a disgusting display. It was an insult to democracy. It's perfectly clear that the ratifications should stop now and the implementation of the treaty should stop now.
My name is Anthony Coughlin. I'm Secretary of the National Platform campaigning for a no vote. The Treaty of Lisbon is a revamped version of the Constitution for Europe, which the French and Dutch rejected in referendums. It will give the EU the constitutional form of a state for the first time in legal terms and make us real citizens of it. This means that Ireland would no longer be a sovereign, independent state after Lisbon, but would be a regional or provincial state, rather like New Jersey, for example, in the United States of America. In power political terms, Lisbon would put EU lawmaking primarily on the basis of population size. This would more than double Germany's weight in EU lawmaking from 8% to some 17%, while Ireland's weight would just fall to less than half of 1%. That is why I'm urging you to vote no to Lisbon as not being in our interests or in the interests of a more democratic or less centralised EU.